Okay, good evening. Welcome, Jaden. Pre-match for the Leeds game. How are you, first of all? All right?
Yeah, I'm all good. Ready and waiting for some more pre-match, and
Yes.
it's been too long.
I know, man. These international breaks, I tell you, boy, they're killers, man. They're killers. And it kind of messes up the rhythm, doesn't it, as well, of the
Yeah, it
series.
does.
It's really, but it's always like this. So every year we say the same thing.
Hopefully, it will
Just,
change.
yeah, just quickly
Um,
to touch on the international stuff. What did you think about the experiment playing Trent in midfield for England?
so I didn't watch it. I saw highlights, and it's. I mean, I don't mind it. One, let me first say, first and foremost, I don't know what the obsession is about getting him into midfield. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
it seems backwards to me that you've got the world's best right back producing the numbers that he does from his position, and everyone's like, "Oh, I know what would be good. Just get him into midfield instead." It's like that doesn't make sense to me. But for England purposes, I understand because there's a wealth of right backs there. So yeah, I thought him playing in centre mid, he would be used more like how he's used in Liverpool, over to the right side, played a bit deeper, pinging balls in, pinging crosses in. But he kind of got used as like a box to box kind of guy, and it
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really suit
It's
him.
not his game, is it? I
No,
mean,
no,
I think in the youth teams he played like in that position,
yeah,
but I think how they've developed him at Liverpool, and this is the thing for me with England. You've got, I mean, for me, England lack creativity. They've got Grealish, but apart from that, Mount sometimes delivers a bit of creativity. But apart from that, there's not a lot of creativity in the team. And you've got a player like Trent, he plays for Liverpool at the highest level in the Premier League in Europe, produces what he produces on a weekly basis, and you don't play him in his best position. I mean, all right, I understand you want to try and fit him into the team, but what, you're telling me Reece James is better than him? No. All right, they look at the defensive things, but come on, we were playing Hungary, and it was Andorra. Did we play?
Hungary, Andorra, Poland.
Yeah, Hungary and Andorra. You could play him in those games if you don't trust him. If you're a manager, you don't trust him. Pretty sure you could have given him a run out against Andorra at right back, just to see what he offers you. And even against a better team, why not play him in this position? I just don't get it. I
The thing is,
don't get it.
I've spoken to like a lot of people on this, and I tried to kind of pick Gareth's mind and see why he's doing what he's doing. And people always say defensive.
Yeah, so defensively, maybe
Yeah,
he's not as positionally good as someone like Reece James. But
sorry, go on.
Yeah, sorry, but Kyle Walker, although he's very quick, he's got a lot of mistakes in him. That guy, he makes errors, man.
This is what I mean. I think
So why would you play him instead of? I mean, for me, look, we're Liverpool fans, so there's a little bit of bias probably when we talk, but just purely from what I see, and I don't see Reece James a lot. I don't watch Chelsea games apart from really highlights and when they play Liverpool, so I don't see a lot of him. What he does, and he looks okay. Looks a decent player, but he's not a patch on Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's not, and I think the reason why Liverpool play him as a right back is because he sees the whole picture of the pitch in front of him, and he gets the ball a lot of the time. He has time to develop, and he can move into the midfield and attack and support, and that's what he does and that's why Liverpool have been successful, because that's how he gets on the ball a lot.
He's essentially a right side midfielder, or he's like a right mid. He's like a old. You know how right mids used to play back in the day. That's how he plays.
But he's positioned at right back because they know more often than not. Liverpool know 90% of the teams they play, they're going to have more of the ball.
Yeah.
So they put him there because they know he's going to get the ball and he's going to create stuff. Those cross-field passes, I mean, they're ridiculous.
If you look at his average position, he's not all right. If you look at his average position, you can compare it again, like I said, against wingers and right mids and You know what I mean? That's the kind of positions he occupies, which is why I thought it was weird that when he was moving into midfield, Gareth didn't put him there. Like, you know what I mean? Use him as an RCM, which is odd, you know what I mean? And if you're not going to use him the way he plays, just play him right back. Just don't play him at all, because you don't need to squeeze him into midfield and him playing badly and then, you know what I mean, all that stuff for no reason.
Yeah, from what I saw, it didn't work putting him in midfield. And then they put him at right back afterwards, and then it was just...
The thing is, for me as well, with the Walker thing,
with
the Kyle Walker thing, a lot of people tell me Walker he warrants his position because of the defensively solid stuff. And don't get me wrong, that's like, aside from the fact that Trent's defensive priorities are massively over-exaggerated, but aside from that, Kyle Walker, he's pacey. He's extremely pacey. He's like a shred away from a pace merchant, because he's really quick and he's got recovery pace. But he gets beaten. Like the numbers show, he gets beaten. He gets beaten nearly the same as amount as Trent get beaten. And for the Poland game, he got beaten for the goal. So if you want someone that's defensively, if the reason you're saying you're playing him over Trent is because of defensively solidness, then I want to see at 80%, you know what I mean, at 70%. I don't want to see comparable numbers to Trent, because if you've got comparable defensive numbers to Trent, attack numbers, he's going to blow you out of the water. So I want to see, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think for me, Kyle Walker wouldn't look at a place in a 100-meter final in Olympics. I think he might get a medal. Even he's that quick. But I would play him more as in the back three. You know what I mean? As one of the centre backs, because then you get a ball winner like Maguire and Stones, and then you have Kyle Walker in there. Just if anyone comes in behind, he's going to catch them. You know, and he can frustrate them and hold them up.
Yeah.
And then you have someone creative on the side like Trent, and then England would start to break teams down, because there's no one like Trent in English football. No chance. None of the players play like that.
You know what's funny about that stuff? Foreign pundits and players, they always say they don't understand how or why Trent is so disrespected in his position, why people always want to talk about defensive numbers and talk about him. They say that basically English people don't know how to appreciate attack-minded players and technical players, because like you see like people like Roberto Carlos, people like Marcelo, these guys, they're not defensive masterclasses, are they? But they're going forward, they're different gravy. But we can appreciate them because they're foreign. But when they're English, it's like, no, you got to defend first. And then
Trent kind of has broken the mould, I think.
Yeah, yes.
For an English defender.
Very divisive, very polarizing.
Yeah. But look, anyway, this is not the Trent show, by the way, everyone. Sorry, I just wanted to touch that thing because, I mean, for a while I was thinking as well, why don't we just put him into midfield? Because he's not really a defender. But I kind of get why he plays at right back, because watching him develop over this last sort of year, I've seen that I used to get frustrated with him, but now I don't get frustrated. I don't care when someone beats him because I don't see him as a defender. He's a playmaker. For me, what's that T-shirt you got me? Run Demeter.
Yeah,
Rundoiter, that's it.
Yeah.
He's one of them, mate. He's someone, trust me, he's someone who creates. That's what he is for me. So you put him at right back, left back, I don't care where you put him, just put him in the team.
Yeah, he's so good that he warrants you putting him in. Change the system, I don't care. Shuffle some players. He is that good that you need to put him in your team.
Definitely. All right, then. Well, let's get on to Leeds then. The game on Sunday. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a tough game, man. I think it's a really tough game. I think Leeds have got quite a good pass record in the last season or so against the big six, let's say. Very low scoring games, 1-0, 1-1.
Hold on. They lost 5-1 to Man United.
Yeah. But there's obviously some in general. Because remember Leeds are mid-table, below mid-table side. So for them to not get battered every game is quite, you know what I mean? It's quite an achievement. You look at Palace, you look at similar teams that were kind of Wolves, you know what I mean? They're not very good, but Leeds has quite they beat City twice, didn't they, last season?
Did they? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, look,
City
I
fans
like
actually.
Leeds. I think Leeds are a good side, and I like the way they play. They play good football.
Yeah.
I think if they had a world-class centre forward, they'd be up there in the top 6. And Bamford is good. He's a good player, very tricky, but he's not world-class. And if they had a top striker, they would be deadly because the way Bielsa gets them playing is unbelievable. So for me, it's going to be a tough game, but I think playing Leeds suits us.
It does.
The
way they play an expensive game, don't they?
Yeah, the way they play, they play the football on the floor. Number one, and they try and play, like you say, expansive football. So Liverpool will have space to manoeuvre. So all we've got to do is just make sure we don't make mistakes. No mistakes, and we win. Yeah. Because for me, we've got better players than them.
Yeah.
And that's just what it's down to. The battle, we have to win the battle, as always, first, because Leeds have got some physical players like Kelvin Phillips. Who else have they got that's in their team that's quite physical? They've got some physical defenders as well, and midfielders like Klitsch. And they're quite a physical side, even though they play good football. They can battle as well.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, so they run a lot as well. They're a very fit side. So listen, it's going to be a tough game, and obviously with the crowd back in Ellen Road, it's going to add another dimension to it. But I definitely think that the way they play suits us, and as long as we can match them for effort, I think our quality will come in. And, I've been so impressed with the intensity Liverpool showed this season. The way we play this season, and I'm going back to even the pre-season games against the Spanish teams, Osasuna, and who was the other team we played? Osasuna. I forget the other teams. Bilbao?
I remember pre-season.
Bilbao.
It was Bilbao, yeah. It was.
Yeah, Bilbao, Osasuna. Yeah. I'm going back to those games. Let me tell you, I saw the real Liverpool from there. From there, I saw we're back. We're playing how we played when we got into the position of winning the Champions League, finishing runners up by a point to City, winning the Premier League. We started to play that way again.
I mean, the play, it wasn't a shock to me because the players are back and then we're back. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but it's always a worry that are we going to be able to get back to that level?
Yeah, no, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
But the only factor there was the players being away. That was the only. I didn't see how we were like drastically rubbish. Now we just didn't have the guys to stay fit. That's it. And now we do. Now we're here again. The only thing that worries me is the few games I've watched. For the first 5-10 minutes or so, you look a little bit like we wanted, like. Not shaky, but like teams that look like they could grab a goal, and they haven't, obviously.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I think
it's the start of the season, isn't it? So
yeah, it's the way we play. We play a high line, so we're open to the ball over the top. That's what we're open to. That's the way you push Liverpool back. It's the ball over the top. But you got to be good enough. You got to be good enough to execute. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. So it's all right knowing what you got to do against Liverpool. But are you good enough to execute? Yeah. Because believe me, we're going to ask questions of you. You know what I mean, as a team. So for me, I'm very confident. I'm expecting a win. It's not going to be an easy game, though. I know that. But I think it'll be a good game to watch. I really do.
It will be, yeah.
Looking at the last few games against Leeds, I mean, there was a 4-3. The first game was 4-3 when we played them, and then there was a 1-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we probably got a bit lucky in that game as well. I think they hit the bar and they could have, but we didn't take chances as well. So, listen, I think Leeds are playing the proper Liverpool team now. So it's going to be interesting, and I think the Brazilian boys not going to that farcical Brazil-Argentina madness. I think that's like a blessing in disguise for us.
They tried to ban them anyway, didn't they?
They can't do that.
It doesn't matter.
Nonsense.
But no, they're all gonna play.
Yeah, so that's a bonus. They'll be rested a bit more as well, and I think we're going to see a proper Liverpool performance. And it was disappointing the draw. This shows you how far we've come as Liverpool. That we drew against the European champions, and we're disappointed with that.
Yeah,
we're disappointed.
Yeah,
we should have won that game, really, especially the way the game panned out as well.
Yeah.
But it's difficult going against 10 men, like Klopp said.
It's the worst person you'd ever want to go against 10 men. It's the worst side.
Yeah.
You ever want to be. It sounds like a cop out. They're not who you want. Chelsea as usual. It's not who you want to drop down to 10 men at half time.
Yeah, they're very organised, and they just sat back. And you saw the clips. I put it on Cop Talk. The positioning of the team. Yeah. Their position didn't change when they went from 11 to 10 men. It was the same. Yeah. They started the game, everyone behind the ball, and their game plan was wait for a mistake, hit us on the break. They've got quick players.
Disciplined.
And they're very disciplined, and fair play to them because they defended really well. So
they did. It was a good game to be fair. In terms
it was. It was very very intense and edge of the seat, and then in the end. They had a few chances, like one-on-ones, and they could have even nicked the win. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, So look, I'm just so gassed about watching Liverpool again. I've missed it. I really enjoy the way we play now. Last season was a bit difficult to watch at times.
It was.
It was very difficult to watch that because
there were some good moments there. There's some good moments in last season.
As we said, fantastic moment. Alisson said, all these things. There was still cherries to pick out of it, but it was a difficult watch certain times. Especially when we went on that run, losing the 6 games at Anfield, and just stuff like that was a bit difficult against Real Madrid as well. I was very disappointed by that. Those 2 games against Madrid. So, for me, I'm much happier this season and I'm liking what I'm seeing and I'm expecting 3 points. What do you reckon? 3 points?
Yeah, I reckon 3 points. Yeah, I reckon it'll be a good game. It'll be a hard game. But I reckon we'll still get the 3 points. I reckon we're looking good.
What do you reckon the starting lineup?
So I think it's going to be the same back four. Robertson, Matip, Virgil, Trent, Alisson and Cole. I think the midfielder, he's friends and spanners. I actually don't know. I think Fabinho is going to start. I'm not sure of the status of Keita, whether his head's in the right place to start.
I think we need Keita because of his legs.
Yeah, I think I want Keita to play. Henderson will play. Wait, is Henderson fit here? Henderson will play. Fabinho will play, and it will either be Keita. Yeah, I think he'll go with Keita. To be honest, he'll go with Keita. He might go with Thiago. I'm not sure. And then on the right, Salah. Up top, it'll be Jota, and on the left, it'll be Mane. Because for me, they're still injured.
Is he still? I don't know what was the update with him.
Yeah, Klopp just said still injured. Didn't give the time frame. They're being very, very smart about it. I think they don't want the backlash of the fans because we didn't buy. So I think they're gonna just say he's not fit. Yeah. And then try to kind of lessen the blow. Maybe if we win tomorrow, Sunday, they'll announce it maybe like a few weeks or something. Yeah. It's a shame for him because he scored, didn't he? So
he looked like he had in pre-season. He looked sharp. Yeah, and he looked like he was back to his better self.
Yeah, and then he scored in the opening.
So anyway, I hope he's not too long for him. What about if Elliott starts? Now, if he starts Elliott in this game, let me tell you, that means Elliott is a first-team starter. For
I don't know what he's doing with it, to be honest. I actually have no idea what he's doing with it. He's a joy to watch. Like, he's such a great player. Yeah. I was such a big fan of him. Like, he's so smart for his age, his technical ability. Like, you know what I mean? He mashed up the championship.
He's got a good shot on him as well, you know?
Yeah, he mashed up the championship at 17, 18 years old. One of the best players in the championship. And he was so mature.
Remember I said last year, one to watch this year? What did I say?
Yaz is still not convinced though. I think I don't know. It takes a lawyer to convince him or something.
Yaz is a very harsh man. Very harsh.
Very, very, very harsh man. Very harsh.
Yeah, but no, no. Yaz likes him, but obviously he's not convinced. Maybe as a first-team starter. I think a lot. I think a lot of Liverpool fans are the same. You know, look, he's come in, he's done very well. I was shocked to see him against Chelsea starting. That was a real surprise for me, and that was an indication that Klopp rates him high.
Yeah, it was,
because if Klopp plays you in a game like that, cool.
With Kate and Thiago fit as well, which was
that means you're going to be playing a lot of minutes this year.
Yeah.
So listen, Elliot could start. Who knows?
I wouldn't be mad. I'd be excited.
I wouldn't be mad either. I wouldn't think, oh, that's a bit weak.
But
I think I would have him on the bench as an option to come on and maybe impact the game. And if Mane, Jota, Salah need changing, you put him on there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Or put him on for one of the defensive midfielders as
I
another attacking player, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, I wouldn't start him tomorrow. But listen, we're not there in training, you know? And this is what I keep saying.
Exactly, yeah.
In training, he can be tearing it up every day. And Klopp's like, how do I leave this guy out? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's doing well on the pitch as well. Big games, massive games that he's performing.
Yeah, so we're not privy to all that stuff, but we can only guess, really. So,
exactly.
Look, it's exciting. We've got options. That's good. Let's see what happens, man.
Yeah.
So we both think a win, yes?
Yeah, definitely. I think a win. I think anything less will be sorely disappointing, especially when everyone else is piling on the pressure as well. Yeah.
No, we need to win. We need to get back to the 3 points and just keep putting the points on the board, adding pressure to the other teams. Because if we just keep doing our job,
we don't have to look left and right. We just got to keep doing
the other teams won't be able to keep up with us. It will be like when we won the league.
That's what we've done. Yeah, exactly. What we've done. We won the league.
Relentless.
We weren't watching anybody. Yeah.
That's where we got to be. All right, brother. Look, nice talking to you, and enjoy the game. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch up on the post match.
Yeah, and you too. I'll see you then.
All right.